Hello students, now this is our last lecture for chapter number 3 and the last topic is about relative velocity, topic number 3.7. Now students, we already know what is velocity, but now here we have to use the concept of relative velocity. Relative means with respect to. Once again, meaning of relative means with respect to. So with respect to means the point of observation is important, from where you are observing. Now students, let us take an example. Suppose if car A is moving with the speed of 20 km per hour, and if car B is moving with 30 km per hour. Now if the person sitting in car A is observing to this car, then what will be the velocity of this blue color car with respect to this orange color car? So observation is made from this car, that is A car, whose velocity is Va. So with respect to this car appears to move with 10 km per hour speed. Why? Because it has 30 velocity, and this car from where the observation is made is having velocity 20. So 30 minus 20, as they are moving in a same direction, the velocity of the observer, that is this person sitting in the orange car, for him the velocity of blue car appears to be 10 km per hour. Now students, suppose if I say, if both these velocities, velocity of car A and velocity of car A, their velocities are suppose same, equal velocity, then if the person sitting in this car, that is car A, if he is observing car B, then what is the velocity of this car with respect to the person sitting in car A? Then definitely if the velocities are equal, then the difference of the velocity VB minus VA will be 0. And so for this person, the velocity of blue color car, that is B car, will be 0. We know that velocity means displacement upon time. So if both are moving with the same velocity in the same direction, then with respect to this car, there is no displacement of this car. Blue color car is not displacing with respect to orange color car, and hence we can say that the relative velocity of car B with respect to car A is 0. Now students, suppose the velocity of blue color car is 20 km per hour and the orange color car is moving with 30 km per hour. Then with respect to this car, that is car A, what is the velocity of blue color car? So definitely we know that as the velocity of this car A is more, when the person observing from this car is observing this blue color car, this car tends to move near to this orange color car, and with respect to this orange color car, this blue color car seems to move in this direction, that is opposite direction, along the negative x direction. and difference in the velocity is 30 minus 20 is 10. But in this case it will be minus 10 because blue color car is appearing to move towards the negative x direction with respect to the person sitting in the orange color car. So this is about relative velocity. You can see when both are moving in the opposite direction, if this car, black and white color car, is moving with 20 km per hour speed, and if the blue color car is moving with 30 km per hour speed, then if this black and white car, the person sitting in the black and white car, if he is observing to this blue color car, then for this person sitting in the black and white car, this car which is actually moving with 30 km per hour appears to move with 30 plus 20, that is 50 km per hour speed. Observation is done in this car, black and white color car. So for him, this blue color car tends to appear to move with 50 km per hour speed. But in which direction? Towards positive x direction. So 50 km per hour speed is the relative velocity, and that is positive. But same thing, if I say a person sitting in the blue color car, if he is observing to this black and white color car, then for him also the relative velocity will be 50. But here for this person sitting in the blue color car, this black and white color car tends to move in the negative x direction, and hence the velocity will be 50, but it will be minus 50 because it is moving towards negative x direction. So I hope you understood the concept of relative velocity. From where the observation is made, that is very important. Now students, let us understand the concept of relative velocity more properly. Suppose this is vehicle A. It is moving in this direction along the positive x direction. Suppose if it is moving with the speed of 30. Students, I am not writing here unit. Suppose this is 30 km per hour. And another vehicle moving in the same direction, let it is vehicle B. If it is moving with the speed of 20, again in positive x direction. Also consider a vehicle C moving in the opposite direction. Suppose its speed is 40 km per hour. This speed is along negative x direction, and suppose a person is observing from this point on the same road at point O. This is negative x direction, this is positive x direction. Now if I ask you what is the velocity of C with respect to A? With respect to A means observation is done from A. From here the observation is done. So definitely if this person A is observing C, then the velocity of C will be 40 plus 30 because both are moving in opposite direction. So 40 plus 30 is 70. And in which direction? For this person A, the vehicle C is moving towards negative x direction. And that's why minus 70 is the answer. Similarly, if I say, if the person C is observing A, if the person C is observing A, then for this person C, the velocity of A is once again 70 only. But for C, this A will be moving towards positive x direction. So plus 70. Now if I ask you, what is the velocity of A with respect to the person standing on the ground, that is at point O, then with respect to O, the velocity of A will be 30, because this person at point O is stationary, standing on the same road. So plus 30. If the same person standing at point O is observing the vehicle B, for him, what is the velocity of B? It is same, 20 in positive x direction. The person is now observing C from O, standing stationary. So for him, the velocity of C will be minus 40, because moving towards negative x direction. If person B is observing A, students, now remember, person B is observing A. What is the velocity of A with respect to B? Then definitely, as they are moving in the same direction, what we have to do? 30 minus 20, difference is 10. And in which direction? So A tends to move in the positive x direction with the velocity of 10. I hope you understood. Again, if I simply change the point of observation, now A is observing the B. If A is observing that person B, then once again we can say that B and A, they are in same direction, so once again difference is 10. But this B tends to move in negative x direction. Actually B is moving towards positive x direction. But when this person A, whose velocity is more, you can say same direction, his velocity is more, so this B for A is moving towards negative x direction. You can practically think, suppose you are sitting in this car A, and you are observing car B, but if your speed is more, then if you are observing B, then that car moves to come closer towards you. This car B tends to move closer towards you in this direction as your speed is more. So what is the velocity of B? It is negative, and difference is 10, so minus 10. Similarly, if B is observing C, remember students, this person B is observing C. You can see both are in opposite direction. So for this person B, this car C tends to move towards B, but as both are in opposite direction, 40 plus 20 is 60. So for B, the velocity of C will be 60, but towards negative x direction, so minus 60. So students, I hope you understood about the relative velocity, from where the observation is taken. That is important. Now students, let us obtain some equations related to relative velocity. Here in figure you can see point O, point B and point A. Here at point B, the velocity of the particle is Vb. At point A, velocity of particle is Va, that is given. Now with respect to reference point, that is point of observation, B, the position of B is taken as XBO. Now what is XBO? Position of B with respect to O. So this distance is taken XBO, position of B with respect to O. Similarly, from O, what is the position of A? So that is position of A with respect to O, that is XAO, means position of this A with respect to O. Now students, here we have to consider that velocity of A and B are constant. That means there is no acceleration. Again, what is position of A with respect to B? So position of A with respect to B is XAB. XAB, X means position, and here we have written AB means position of A we are finding, but with respect to which? With respect to B. So that is XAB. Now students, from figure it is clear that we can write position of A with respect to O as the sum of position of B with respect to O, that is this distance, as well as position of A with respect to B, that is this distance. So summation of these two distances is nothing but this distance. So it is clear from the figure. So here I have written XAO is nothing but XBO plus XAB. So here it is. Now XAB, if we make the subject XAB, then we can bring this BO this side. So mathematically we can write it as XAO minus XBO. Now this point O, that is point of observation, it is a reference point, so it is common, you can see, and so we can remove it. Here also it is common, here also it is common. So we can write this equation finally as XA minus XB. So we get the position of A with respect to B, that is XA minus XB at time t is equal to 0. Why? Because here both these vehicles, they are in motion, but at particular time, that is at time t is equal to 0, the vehicle B is here and vehicle A is here. So at this time we have obtained this equation. Now relative velocity. Taking differentiation of equation 1. Equation 1 is this: XAB is equal to XAO minus XBO. So taking differentiation on both the side, see what we have taken, d by dt on both the side. So for each and every term we have taken differentiation, that is on left side also as well as on right side also. But if we'll open the bracket, the differentiation will be for this term, that is XAO also, and differentiation of this xbo will be taken. So same thing I have written here. We have taken the differentiation on left side also and on right side for both these terms. Now, why we have taken differentiation? That is very important to know. We know that if x is a position, then d by dt of x, that is differentiation of x with respect to time, is velocity, and this we have studied in our earlier topics. So here from the equation of position, that is this, now we are going to obtain the equation of velocity. So we are differentiating here. So we have differentiated. Now d by dt of xab means it is vab. D by dt of xao is vao, and d by dt of xbo means it is velocity bo. Minus sign is there, so here also it is. So now what we will call this term? This term as velocity of A with respect to B. This term as velocity of A with respect to O, that is reference point. This is velocity of B with respect to reference point, that is O. So this is our equation number 2. We have differentiated the equation 1, that is equation of position, to get the equation of velocity in terms of relative velocity. Now next, relative displacement. Students, now as we know that this particle B and A, they are in motion. At time t is equal to 0, the positions of B and A are this. But we know that as they are in motion, after some time, that is at time t is equal to t, from t is equal to 0 to at time t is equal to t, these both particles will be changing their position. Because they are in motion, they will change their position. And suppose at this time t, B, new position of this B is here, because it has moved to here from position B. Also A has moved in time interval t to this new position A dash. So here this B dash and A dash are the new positions at time t. Now students, position of A is xao with respect to that we have seen earlier. Position of B was xbo at time t is equal to 0, that we have studied earlier. Now as both the particles, they are in motion, that I have explained at time t, displacement of A will be Va into t, means this particle A has displaced from this position to this position. And we know that if velocity is displacement upon time, then displacement d is equal to velocity into time. So that's why in this time interval t, what is the displacement of A? So it is this much, and that we are calculating by multiplying velocity into time. So displacement of A in time t is VAT. Similarly, displacement of B in this time interval t is VBT. Now at time t, what is the position of A and B? That is, earlier at time t is equal to 0, the positions of B and A are here. But after time t, These are the new positions of B and A, denoted by B dash and A dash. So that we are now going to find with respect to O, that is new positions with respect to O. So here, given that the new positions at time t, that is finally XA, is already this position was there. XO initially it was here and it has traveled this much distance VAT. You can see for this particle A, the displacement in time is this much. So initial displacement or initial position, and then this much is extra displacement in time t. So it is XAO plus VAT. New position is XAO plus VAT. I will show you from the figure also. Students, initial position was this. With respect to O, for particle A, initial position is this. But in time interval this, it has travelled up to this. And this distance we have written as VAT, velocity into time. So this plus this, so it is a new position, that is XA. Similarly for B, initial position was XBO at time t is equal to 0, and in time interval t it has travelled this much distance. So final position of B, that is XB, is equal to XBO plus VBT. See from the figure, initial position was this, and from here it travelled till here. So this is the new position. So this, that is XBO, and this much distance is VBT. So here it is written in that way. So I hope you understand. We have given this equation number 3 so that it can be used later on if it is required. Now again, what is displacement of A with respect to B? We know that displacement of A with respect to B is given as XA minus XB. Displacement of A with respect to B. So students, if we'll put the value of XA and XB from equation number 3, you can see here it is the value of XA and this is the value of XB. So putting this value of XA and XB, and if we simplify it, then you will get XAO minus XBO plus VA minus VB into T. So students, you have to include one more term here. One mathematical step will be there, and easily you can get this equation. Here we have kept the terms related to X closer, and here we have kept the terms related to velocity and time. T is taken common. So I hope you will understand this. Do this type of mathematics yourself. Now next is about graph. Graph related to position and time for relative velocity. Students, you can see here there are two particles, particle A and B, and it is the position time graph. Position is given in meter and time is in second. So students, you can see here, if I ask from this graph what is the position of particle A at time t is equal to 0, so you can see that at time t is equal to 0, the position of A will be here. And what will be this? So as this is 10, this is 0, this will be 5. So position of A at time t is equal to 0 is 5 meter. You can see here, I have written the answer also. Similarly, what is the position of particle B at time t is equal to 0? So you can see here, this is the graph for B. This line represents B. And its position is here at time t is equal to 0. And this will be 15. Between 20 and 10, this represents 15 in a graph. So position of B, that is xB, at time t is equal to 0 is 15. Now both the particles, they are moving with same velocity. You can see here, this graph represents they are moving with the same velocity, and hence the lines are parallel to each other. So always remember, when the velocity of two particles are equal, then their lines which represents the graph will be parallel to each other. Now next graph, you can see here, this line represents for particle A and this represents for particle B. Now once again, if I ask you what is the position of particle A at time t is equal to 0, so position of particle is 0 meter. See, you can see here, it is here only. At time t is equal to 0, what is the position of particle B? You can see it is here at time t is equal to 0, that is 20. Now you can see here that for particle A, the line is like this, it has more slope. And what does the slope of position time graph gives us? The slope of position time graph gives us the velocity. So here slope of A is more, so its velocity will be more, and slope of B, you can see it is less than A, so velocity of B is less than A. So velocity of A is greater than B. So from graph you can easily say that the velocity of A is more than that of B. And definitely, if the vehicle B or particle B is ahead of A, because A was at position 0 initially and B was at 20 meter ahead, but when both they starts their motion, as velocity of A is more, what will be happen? A will overtake particle B. You can easily imagine that if two vehicles are moving, and if the velocity of the vehicle which is behind the other vehicle is having more velocity, then that will overtake the vehicle which is moving with the slower velocity. So here also, this A has more velocity, B has less velocity, and they intersect at this point. And what does intersect means? That they are meeting at this point. Meeting means A is overtaking B. So this is the point of overtaking. And here this point represents 4 seconds. So we can say that at time t is equal to 4 seconds, vehicle A will overtake vehicle B. And at which position? That is at how much meter? So that can be given by this point. So at this point, this overtaking will take place. So I hope you understood this. Slope will give us the velocity. More the slope, more will be velocity. Then third graph. What does this mean? You can see Here the slope of A is like this. Means slope is positive here, remember. And here slope is downward. Slope of A is upward. Slope of B is downward. Upward slope means velocity will be positive. And downward slope means velocity will be negative. Means with respect to A, B is moving in the opposite direction. With respect to A, B will be moving in the opposite direction. Now if I ask you what is the initial position of A at time t is equal to 0, now you can easily answer. Initially A is here at time t is equal to 0, that is 20 meter. And where will be particle B at time t is equal to 0? So definitely you can say that it is at 60 meter initially. So now from these positions, this particle will start their motion with constant velocities. Their individual velocity is constant. Why? Because the graph is a straight line. But as I said, A has positive velocity because upward slope. B is having negative velocity because downward slope. And we know that when two vehicles are moving in the opposite direction, they will cross each other. Suppose you are moving on the road, and if a vehicle is coming from the opposite direction towards you, then what will happen? You and the vehicle which is coming opposite to you will cross each other. So here also, that meeting point, when they cross each other, the meeting point is given here. Where these two lines intersect, that point is the meeting point or the crossing point. Two vehicles, they are crossing each other. And here, at which time they are crossing? So we can say that they are crossing at time t is equal to 10 seconds. So from the graph you can get this type of information. And if I ask you from reference point, at which distance they will cross each other, so they will cross at distance 40 meter from the origin or the reference point. So when they will cross, that information is also given from the graph, or we can get the information from the graph. And at which distance or at which position they will cross, that can also be determined. So I hope you understood these three types of graphs. Now example number 2.9. In the statement it is given that two parallel rail tracks run north south. You can see in the figure, north and south direction is shown, and here there are rail tracks. Given that train A moves north with a speed of 54 km per hour, train A moves towards north, this direction, and its speed is 54 km per hour. Also given that train B moves south, means it moves towards the south direction. See figure, it is moving towards the south direction and its speed is 90 km per hour. Now what we want to find here? We want to find the velocity of B with respect to A. So first we have to find that velocity of B with respect to A. Then velocity of ground with respect to B. Velocity of ground. Suppose this is the point of the ground. So we want to find the velocity of ground with respect to B. Means if the person is sitting in this train B and if he is observing any point of the ground, then what is the velocity of ground? Students, we know that ground will not move actually, but with respect to B, the ground tends to move. You might have experienced this type of things. If you are sitting in a vehicle, bus, car or a train, and if you are observing a tree outside the train or a car, then your car is moving in the forward direction, and if you observe the tree, that tree tends to move in the opposite direction. Actually tree is stationary, but you feel that that tree is moving in the backward direction. So here also we want to find velocity of B, velocity of G with respect to B, and then finally, given that the velocity of the monkey running on the roof of train A against its motion, means there is a monkey on the train A, on the roof of train A, and that monkey is moving opposite to the motion of the train. Train A is moving in this direction towards north, but monkey is running on the roof in the opposite direction, that is towards south. So this is given, and given that its velocity is 18 km per hour. Here in the statement it is given that he is running, that monkey is running with a velocity of 18 km per hour with respect to train, A. So velocity of monkey with respect to train A, that is monkey is on the roof of the train, and that is 18. So now we want to find velocity of monkey with respect to ground. That means if the person is standing on the ground, with respect to that person, what is the velocity of monkey that is to be obtained. So students, carefully go through the statement, and then now we will start to find whatever is asked. Here in figure I have mentioned this points. G means ground, A means it is train A, B means it is train B, and M for monkey. So it is here, all the points are shown here, and I hope you understood the figure well. Now first one, that is A, we want to find VBA, that is velocity of B with respect to A, and we have studied that it can be written as VB minus VA. Velocity of B is how much? Students, remember, here it is given 90, but B is moving towards south, that is negative x direction, and so we have to put minus 90. So I have kept here minus 90. Then this minus as it is. Velocity of A 54 km per hour, but it is moving towards north side. North means it is along positive x direction, so we will take this 54 positive. So we have kept here. Now simple mathematics is applied and we get minus 144 km per hour. Now suppose if it is asked that give your answer in meter per second, so you need to convert this kilometer to meter and hour to second. To convert kilometer to meter, what you have to do? You have to multiply by 1000, because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. And to convert hour to second, we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 60 into 60, 3600. So what we have to do? To convert hour to second, we will multiply this factor 3600, but as this hour is in denominator, we have kept this 3600 in the denominator and kilometer is in the numerator, so we have multiplied this 1000 to convert it into meter. I hope you understood this, and so simplifying we will get minus 40 meter per second. And in which direction? As it is negative, means velocity of B with respect to A will be towards south. As the answer, final answer is negative, means it is towards negative x direction, means it is towards south direction. Then velocity of ground with respect to train B. So VGB means VG minus VB. What is velocity of ground? Ground is stationary. So 0 minus, what is velocity of B? It is 90 and it is towards south. So minus 90. Minus into minus plus. So finally it is 90 kilometer per hour. To get the answer in meter per second, multiply by 1000 and divide by 3600. You will get this as 25 meter per second. Now velocity of monkey with respect to ground, means if the person is observing from the ground, what will be the velocity of monkey? So students, here I have written Vmg, means velocity of monkey with respect to ground. Now this can be written as Vm minus Vg as usual. Now see students, what I have done here, I have written A here also and here also. A is taken common for both. See here on the right hand side. So this makes the same sense. This and this makes the same sense because A is taken common for both. So I have written Vma minus Vga, means velocity of monkey with respect to train A minus velocity of ground with respect to train A. Now what is Vma? Vma is given. See here, Vma is already given. That's why I have taken this A, so that we can put Vma is equal to 18 km per hour. So here it is minus 18, and you know that why it is negative, because monkey is running towards south. You can see here this M is moving towards this direction, means it is negative x direction, and that's why we have taken minus. Now VGA, velocity of ground with respect to A. Now students, very simple. You can see here, if the train A is moving towards north direction, then with respect to this train A, this point which is on the ground tends to move in opposite direction. Actually ground do not move, but if the train is moving in this direction, then the person observing from the train, for that person the ground will be moving towards negative x direction, and so the velocity of the train and the ground will be equal, but we have to take the velocity of ground as negative. Means once again train is moving with 54 km per hour, but if the person observing from the train, for him the ground is moving towards this direction, towards south with the same speed, but direction is this, and that's why minus. So now without wasting our time, we have taken this minus 54, minus into minus plus, so this will be plus 54 and minus 18. So 54 minus 18 is 36 km per hour. Converting this into meter per second, we get this as 10 meter per second towards north. Why towards north? Because this 10 is obtained to be positive. Positive means towards north direction, that is, this is north. So students, we have completed our chapter. Solve the examples given in the exercise. Practice more and more. And if you are not able to understand any concept, any previous concepts, then I would advise you to watch the previous videos again.